Today's sports coverage of the NFL has us at the foot of the Rockies, just west of downtown Denver at Empower Field at Mile High. Today, we reach Week 15, and we've got a good matchup in store between the Arizona Cardinals and the Denver Broncos. We go from Denver. And as we see so frequently here in Colorado, that one over the end line, so it'll come out to the 25. First play and a first pass for Murray. And incomplete to open things up. Hollywood Brown, the intended receiver. And now it's second down.
Well, that's a defense coordinator's got to be happy with that result. They took away all options downfield and forced the incompletion. 2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy.
To throw is Murray. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives them a new set of downs. Well, they kept it simple there, CD, only needing the short gain to move the chain, so they didn't want to go with a deep throw. They just go with that safer, shorter throw and able to convert.
Nothing wrong with that at all, partner. Check the box, right? Make sure you pick up the first down. Offense is getting established. You're moving the ball. You're not turning it over. Check, check, check. They like what they're doing early in the game.
And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. A gain of 10, first down, Arizona.
You can script and diagram plays all you want, but no one really envisions something like that happening this early in the game. How about that run to get things started? Didn't he win NFC Player of the Week last week?
Yeah, he was on fire a week ago, and what a start to this one.
Yeah, no sign of him cooling down at all.
On 1st and 10, here's Murray. Throw left side, hauled in by McBride. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. Murray getting this out wide to Hopkins. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 34-yard line.
Didn't they tell us in our meetings that they needed to account for him on each and every play?
You think? A guy of his caliber? So how does a guy like him get that wide open?
That usually means there's a tire breakdown on what the coverage was. Everyone thought they were doing something, and they were supposed to be doing something else. But bottom line is, no matter what, you have to know where
and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sand.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. This one grabbed by A.J. Green. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. And how about this first drive? They're being aggressive, slinging it around.
Really confident, too, because they're not trying to fool them with running plays, throwing it, and they're being very successful right now.
Ninth play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. Murray now. He's got his tight end McBride on the out route. And he'll be stopped short of the first down as they rally to tackle him at about the 28. That'll go for a gain of 7. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. So on is Matt Prater now to try a field goal here. From the right hash. This from 45 yards away. Prater's kick is good, and the Cardinals have the first points. It's 3-0. So the opening drive does yield points, maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points. On the return, it's Washington. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 here for Wilson and the Broncos. Right at the 30. They run here with a second-year man from UNC, Javonte Williams. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. Now this defense for the Cardinals, they were strong last week, CD, and that went over New England.
And every defensive team that we talk to, they spend a lot of time talking about creating turnovers. And anytime you get 2 or more in a game, you've had a really good performance. They exceeded that number in a huge way. They got the football back 4 times in the win.
Williams going to get it again on 2nd down. And he'll get about 2 there to the 36. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Now Wilson. Got an open man here. It's K.J. Hamler. And he will have the Broncos first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. When you give up points on the opening drive, in this case a field goal, you'd hate to go 3 and out. They avoid that.
They do, and it's also walking that fine line mentally, too, as a coach, isn't it? Because you want to emphasize to your team exactly what you said. All right, we gave up a field goal. Let's go back and at least equal that, guys. But if we don't, you don't want them to feel like it's the end of the world either. Nice that they were able to pick up the first down there, help them relax a little bit.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. The Broncos had 4-9 now on the year. They come in losers of 2 straight, so trying to turn things around here.
And you just mentioned 2 straight, and when you're talking about 2 games, that's nothing to panic about. They feel like they've been a little bit unlucky in the last couple. This is a club that's more than capable of turning things around, and I expect them to play really well here.
To throw again on 2nd down. Wilson. Open man Hamler, that's complete. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
And now on third down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first. Again, Wilson. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
So look at this. Here's the field goal unit coming out. And he is going to need to bomb this one. They spot it on the midfield stripe. So it is a 60-yard attempt here. This is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance. Charles, even as long field goals become more and more common, this is still a very rarefied air. Only just over 20 field goals have been kicked from 60 yards or further, and you can add his name to the list now.
And as calm as he tried to present himself, there's no doubt there were some nerves as he lined up to attempt that kick. But once the ball was snapped, he just swept the leg and boom, over the crossbar.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them want to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that. They weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick other than the extra point. That's it.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Throwing now is Murray. This will be caught downfield by Moore. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That one good for 26 and a first down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Throwing on first down is Murray. This will be caught by Brown. So he stopped for no gain, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Second and 10. Murray going to throw. This will be caught once again by Brown. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
They'll try and run for it with counter. And he'll get nothing out of that one. They'll be marked inches short. No gain on the play. And that's going to lead him to 4th down.
I apologize in advance, Parker, but the beefeaters on the interior of this D-line, you just know they were licking their chops on 3rd and short. And yes, they were rewarded with a tasty dish, stuffing that one short of a first down.
Well, we got beef eaters licking their chops and tasty dish in one fell swoop.
I did apologize in advance, didn't I?
Yeah, you did. That line's not eating tofu, I'll tell you that much for free. They're going to run. Here's Connor. And some room to roam now. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 3-3, a tight one after one on EA Sports. They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. They'll stay on the ground with Connor again. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Another good carry there for the NFL's 2nd leading rusher, and we've talked on air, off air about his MVP candidacy. Make a case for him.
But I'm just going to tell you point blank, it doesn't matter whether he's 1st or 2nd or even 3rd in the league in rushing yardage. That's not the main deal. It's how he gets those yards and the impact he has on his ball club.
In need of only about the length of the football here on 2nd down. Out of the gun, here's Murray. They'll roll him out right. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd.
Brandon, I think he's just grateful to get back to the line of scrimmage and avoid not just losing yardage, but a big hit on that play as well. That defense closed on him quick and forced a quick surrender out of bounds.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, just 1 for 3 thus far. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. Murray a give. This is Connor. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. So erase the red zone score. They'll have to dial that one up again.
And you know how difficult it is to strike in the red zone because things are a little bit more condensed. You got to go back to their play chart and see if they can dial up another one.
An 8-play drive to this point. So here's play number 9 on 3rd and 7. To throw, it's Murray. Touchdown, Cardinals. Trey McBride, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Cardinals have taken the lead. Now Matt Prater for the point after. And it is up. And it's good. That'll make our score 10-3 now. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Denver offense at the line, ready to go as we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up.
Rifles one, that's going to be intercepted. Picked picked off by Byron Murphy. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time, and you got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
After the turnover, here's Murray. Got a man. It's Brown.
And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
2 minutes gone by, second quarter. On second down, Connor looking for space.
There's some strong running there as he's down just shy of the 20 on the edge of the red zone. 52 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays.
The tackle there by George Odom.
A 1-yard gain can look like a disaster, but it all depends on how the game is going. Is it a series of 1-yard gains running the ball? If that's the case, you might have to start thinking about throwing it a little bit more. But if it's just the occasional 1-yard run, hey, congratulations to the defense. They won that one. Come back and get them the next time.
Murray's throw complete to McBride. And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
I know the halftime's approaching, but I don't think he's going to want to take a break. That's his fifth catch.
Yeah, they've really been targeting the tight end. Murray going to try to throw on third down. Hurts over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive continues. Now Murray. This is caught. Touchdown. A.J. Green with career touchdown number 70.
And the Cardinals have taken a 2-touchdown lead now.
Prater on to add the extra point. It's up and good, and that makes it 17-3.
Makes the score Cardinals 17, Broncos 3. Prater to kick off for Arizona.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Wilson.
They're going for Hamler, but this is intercepted. Isaiah Simmons picking it off. And the Cards are going to take possession of the football.
Well, those have been a problem for him all season, but never quite as much as they have in these last few minutes. Let's count it up now. A pair of picks on his team's last 2 drives and double-digit interceptions this season. I don't care if you're the best in the game or an undrafted rookie. You've got to take better care of the football or you're going to cost your team chances.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's McBride.
And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
Justin Pugh, the left guard that time with a flag. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Now a handoff coming left, Connor. The corner, Ronald Darby, comes up to get him.
I think we can safely say that those types of players are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
Behind the sticks here with a 2nd and 15.
Murray now to throw.
He's got McBride here over the middle. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
He's a rookie, and you don't want to get hung up on the word potential. But when you see him make catches like that, you keep thinking to yourself, he's good now. He's got a chance to be great with plenty of work.
Here's Murray. The hook up on the right side to Hopkins.
And the Cardinals are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Here's 1st and goal, and gosh, points here, a chance maybe to put this thing away before halftime. Here's Murray.
And Hopkins has got it. Touchdown, Arizona.
A 9-yard touchdown there.
And the Cardinals take a 3-touchdown lead.
Extra point good by Prater. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. And after the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun?
And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Buda Baker with a pick.
And the Cardinals are going to take possession of the football. A nightmare of a first half for him. That's now 3 interceptions. But Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So I expect him to go to the locker room at halftime, hit the reset button, and come out a new guy in half number 2.
On 1st and 10 is Counter. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. To throw is Murray. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has, percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, Murray.
Got a man. It's McBride complete. And he is going to have a Cardinals 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
It's a gain of 17 yards. 1st down, Arizona.
First down, Murray. Flush to his right. And caught, right side, Green.
And they're going to move it down to inside the 25.
The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. Hopkins, a man in motion right. Throwing again on second down. Murray. Able to get this one to McBride. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Murray now. Escaping the pressure right. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
And there's the beauty of Kyler Murray, because we all know he can get it done through the air. Terrific right arm, and nowadays we don't even talk about his height anymore. He's shown that he can see downfield and make throws, but he also possesses wide receiver speed. He can call his own number or scramble and turn it into a big play as well. Kyler Murray, a dual threat at the quarterback position.
What? Hey. Shoot.
A final shot before half from Murray. And this will be swung out here for Conner. Touchdown, Cardinals. James Conner, as time expires in the first half. And the Cards will extend their lead here just before halftime. Big decision there. They say forget the field goal and go for it. It pays off.
I wonder who was in the ear of the head coach on this one. Did he make this call on his own? Or maybe the analytics coach got involved. And a lot of times you talk about that all week before the game. Hey, if we're in certain situations, analytics actually says do it this way, which might be against the norm. And it paid off for them in a really nice way.
Cashing in and there on the final play of the first half. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. It'll be the Broncos getting the football first in this second half as they trail, and we are back underway. On the return, it's Washington. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And, partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Buda Baker with a pick. And the Cards are going to take possession of the football. That one is going to sting. First play of the third quarter and a turnover.
And you have to know that at halftime, they spent a lot of time going through their checklist of what they wanted to accomplish to start this third quarter. Turning it over like this was not on that list.
Not at all. And you come out of the locker room trailing, so that first drive to establish momentum is very key.
Crucial.
And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here. 67 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. They stay on the ground. Here's Conner again. He'll get it to the 23-yard line. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
Conner up the middle. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Nice job there finding room to maneuver, and he worked his way into another first down. And look, they had great field position to start, but boy, they've done a nice job taking advantage of it.
Now they're just hoping to cap it off. From the gun, a give to counter. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
They run behind center with Counter. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. And still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to third down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
And the catch made by Hopkins. Touchdown! DeAndre Hopkins, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Cardinals have taken a 5-touchdown lead. Now Prater to add the PAT. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. Taken at the goal line. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here. Line.
At their own 30-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go.
Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down.
But it's not been the best game for him, but he definitely tried to get by with a little help from his friend there, trying to create a big play.
Couldn't do it, fell incomplete, but you're right. Hasn't been a banner game here in the second half, just trying to get going.
Big thing is trying to keep confidence up and continue to fire.
Now he dumps this off over the middle. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
Here's Michael Pilardi now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. And they'll let this one go right on the outskirts of the 10. They'll down it at the 11-yard line.
At their own 11-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Well, they got to be thrilled with how they've operated so far in this one. They've got the nice lead, and now a chance to score here on 3 straight possessions.
Yeah, and the way that they are rolling, I just don't know how they get slowed down, because they certainly are operating at peak efficiency right now. They might want to think about giving some of their backups a little bit of work there. Let some other guys get on the field and do their thing and save some of this for the next time out.
They stick to the ground game on first down. It's Williams. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. Bradley Chubb came in and got him.
When this offense gathers to watch the tape, they're going to like a lot of what they saw. They put up big numbers, but they might fast forward through that last play.
Oh, there won't be any fast forwarding, partner. I've sat in those sessions before. You end up spending more time on the bad plays than you do on the good ones. It's just the nature of coaches. But I know sitting in that room, when you've had a big game, the night that they've had, you don't want to hear that. You just want to focus on the good stuff.
98 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. 4 yards on the pickup, good enough to extend the drive. 2 first downs have him up to the 41 now for 1st and 10. They run it again with Williams. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. We're off to the 4th quarter here in Week 15. Happy holidays to all. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Second and 8.
Up the middle, it's Williams. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
On 3rd down, here's Williams.
On a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40.
15 yards that time, and the Cardinals move the chains.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, 3rd down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. A give to Williams, running right. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
4th down now after a loss of 2. So on is Matt Prater now to try a field goal here. He made his first attempt, this from 45. And the 38-year-old vet able to split the uprights, and that will extend their lead even further.
Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Williams going to get it again on 2nd down.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
Play action. Now Wilson. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
Isaiah Simmons getting by the offensive line and dropping the quarterback.
We all know he's one of the better quarterbacks in the league, but definitely not today. His team trailing by multiple touchdowns and a late sack. Just a parting gift from the defense for him to take back to the locker room with him.
Here we go. It's Wilson on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Broncos unable to convert here on 4th. And the Cardinals will now take over with excellent field position.
Let's go now.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Williams. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8.
64 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. They'll try and run. This is Williams. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
Not a whole lot there on 1st and goal, and that's what you're looking for defensively. You'll certainly live with giving up just a yard or 2 in this situation.
On 2nd down, Williams. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. They'll try to run it in. It's Williams. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. 6 yards puts him right on the doorstep, but now it'll be 4th and goal.
You know what? I know it's 4th down and they've got a big lead, but go for it.
Yeah, and why not, right? Because they have the big lead. But don't you have to have a little bit of admiration for these guys on the defensive side of the ball? They've been shoved around this entire game, and they're making a nice goal line stand here. It would be fun to see them stop them on 4th down, wouldn't it?
Yeah, but it's like putting whipped cream on broccoli at this point.
So what you're saying is they're going to go for it on 4th down. They're going to get it, aren't they?
I would.
So it's a win here for the Arizona Cardinals.
Well, on one side of this, Charles, an impressive victory. On the other, I mean, you think about it, they scored in the first quarter, but then they didn't score in quarters 2, 3, or 4. They're going to have a lot of work to do before stepping back on the field.
Yeah, it'll be an interesting tape to analyze, won't it?